I feel like everything we've seen from previous seasons and phases of Amberlynn's life, just her at her worst, has sort of culminated to what we're seeing now. We're seeing someone who is just constantly justifying and always making excuses nonstop. It's almost like a skill she's learned over the years, and she's really refined it this season. Oh, and by the way, I fermented some peppers for different types of hot sauces I'm making, so you're going to see me do that occasionally here and there. Anyway, let's get into it.
Hello, hey guys. This video is updates, things that I want to talk about, show you.
Alright, we got juicy news and we got show and tell at daycare today.
So the first thing I want to talk about is people have been coming for me.
Alright, where are we going with this?
Because I like to deep clean.
Have people actually said that?
I feel like if I didn't do these things, people would be like, oh my gosh, she's so lazy,
Yeah, no one definitely says those things about you.
I'm suffering with a bad case of judgment-itis.
Did you hear that? New diagnosis.
I don't know.
Okay, just listen to this for a second.
Just constantly, and so much of it, just repeatedly and repeatedly is just really getting to me. Because it's I don't know if it's a trauma response.
Yes, it is definitely a trauma response. No, come on.
Just all of the nitpicking, belittle.
If you actually listened to any of that nitpicking, you probably wouldn't be a quarter ton right now.
Notice that YouTube really takes away joy.
So I'm gonna say this, Amber, because she's totally listening. A while ago, in my early 20s, I remember I was seeing this psychologist, and I remember he told me that my job at the time was really holding me back. My job at the time did not require that I do scratch-offs on the internet and lie about my love life, but what it did do is actually give me really sore muscles because it was a job that required a lot of physical labor. At the time, I was probably making per year, I don't know, probably less than what Amberlynn earns per month. Eventually, I was able to save up some money and quit that job and go back to school and do a bunch of good stuff that put me in a much better headspace in life and just a better space all around. And honestly, it was a lot of hard work. It might have been easier to just stick with the job I hated, but that's no way to live life. So it's worth taking some risks and putting in some hard work once in a while. I know the idea of going to a 9-to-5 when you've been making it successfully on your own, in her case as a YouTuber, that idea must be terrifying, and it probably feels like taking a step backward. But honestly, in my opinion, it's something that would probably save her life. She wouldn't have to deal with the haters anymore, and she would be forced to stick to a rigid schedule, which is probably what she needs.
My joy comes from just peace. My happiness comes from calm.
Okay, she's just babbling here.
In my life. And I can't do those things yet. I haven't gotten there yet because do you see the size I am?
She sees the problem. She just won't do anything about it.
People want more.
Yes, I've been saying this for a while.
Give us more. You're giving us nothing. What do you want me to give? I'm a 500-pound, 5'2", 32-year-old woman with severe mental issues.
You think that was her info on her Tinder profile? That's how she and wifey met?
What do you want me to give?
Progress. I want to see progress. I mean, who doesn't love a good redemption story?
It starts to become kind of abusive. It feels abusive.
Okay, now listen to what she says just a moment later.
I can handle the hate rather well.
I swear she's just a parody of herself.
A lot of you make me feel bad about myself. I don't like it. And a lot of people can say, get off the internet. No, we need to focus more on getting the hate off the internet.
Yes, that would be convenient for you. Zero accountability.
So another update I have is my ADHD. As they want to evaluate me over the phone to see if I even need to take the step to get assessed, which also brings me to my psychologist. I've been seeing the psychologist for over a year, and the psychologist is from an outpatient program. So it's a lot of intensive therapy. But the thing is, it's a health at every size.
I thought you said you didn't believe in that shit.
Having an angle of health at every size and the way that program works would not work with me getting weight loss surgery.
Why were you seeing them to begin with?
Hard as it is, I have to get a different psychologist, and it's very hard because the one I was seeing, there's not a single bad thing I can say about this person.
Well, they weren't successful with you, so I guess there's that.
Getting weight loss surgery is my goal. So I have an amazing weight loss surgery update. I have officially scheduled an appointment.
So it sounds like this is a legitimate update, but I'm sorry, I don't believe anything she says ever about anything.
Obviously, I'll share more about it when I do have the appointment. Weight loss surgery is something that I feel like is the final tool for me. And it's like, if this doesn't work, then what?
It's really unfortunate that Amberlynn's body works completely different than any other human being's. Or at least that's how she likes to think about it.
Then, like, truly. And Feline...
Don't care.
But I'm just excited to get that list, to do those things, to do the responsible things, to do the right things, and just check, did it. Check, did it. Check, did it.
Okay, but you realize that the list itself is not what's productive. Doing the things on the list is productive.
So the next thing I want to share with you guys is I'm so out of my reading slump. So I finished Snow Falls by Gary Hill. Did not really like it. I also finished 5 Total Strangers by Natalie D. Richards. Also kinda lame. I also finished
That's your review.
My
That's your synopsis.
And I gave it a 4.5. It's about a married couple who they kind of like murder people. Feline is actually reading it.
Ooh, new story arc this season in Gorl World?
And they're having people.
Oh god, no, not the bullet journal.
Here's the pounds lost, that's how that looks. So far, here are my doodles. So here's the hours I slept. That's how that one looks.
What the?
My sleep rating, my little makeup moment, my hairbrush moment. I have brushed my hair every single day in January. Like, if you don't understand what I'm saying when it comes to like depression and hairbrushing, be lucky.
She just says the dumbest things.
Started exercising. So here's my crybaby tracker. There has been a few days where I haven't cried, so that kind of shocked. So this is my nap page. So here's a little temperature one, what the weather has been.
I won't stop.
This one. So here's my
This isn't.
and so I have
This isn't normal.
Red. This is just
This isn't healthy.
every day. So this is my subscriber tracker. My water tracker is horrible. Did I film that day? And then here's my notes for my lovely wife. 5 Total Strangers. And then I've been doing Instagram Q&As. And it's like, people can sit there and say, yeah, I watched like 2 episodes of my favorite show. What, so 45 minutes each, 40 minutes each. So it's almost 2 hours of just sitting doing a TV show, while a bullet journal, you know, takes even like just like 15 minutes or something. I just feel
But what have I gained from bullet journaling?
like if I'm ranting and I'm telling you you're hurting my feelings or you're making me feel judged or belittled, I think in your heart you should know, like, oh, you know, that's me. I should probably cool my tits.
We're being called out.
I never want to make you as a person feel crappy.
Okay, then that's a good place to stop. I just really feel like this is so far shaping up to be the most Amberish season we've seen yet. It's just all her most infamous tropes just shoved in our face all at once. But all in all, as usual, nothing has changed. This episode has been brought to you by Excuses.